Hi, I'm Al with Summit Racing, and I'm here with John McGann from CarCraft Magazine, and John's actually stopped by TrickFlow Manufacturing to do an engine swap and also install the TrickFlow top end kit in his vehicle. Tell me a little bit more about this project you have going on. This just isn't a car you've owned for years. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I was home visiting my son for his birthday. I'm from Cleveland. He still lives here with his mom, and his birthday's in May. And so I was here visiting him. We were just driving around, killing some time, and I saw this '78 Malibu at a used car dealership in Akron. And I've been looking for a G-body for a while right now, and I think they're good cars to work on, especially for CarCraft, because it's something that somebody can get into for a reasonable amount of money. Yeah. But the thing that was unique about this one was it's in such nice shape, especially considering the area of the country that we're...
Oh yeah, yeah, we like to have our salty roads and things like that.
Right. So the fact this car hadn't disintegrated into a pile of rust made me stop and look at it. And so this was a Sunday we saw it. I came back Monday the next day and talked to the guy who was selling the car for a little bit. It's got 63,000 miles on it, one owner, and it's been sitting in storage for at least 10 years. So I asked about the price, worked it out a little bit with him, borrowed some money from some friends too, and was able to buy the car. And so this is the first time I've actually seen it since then.
Well, that's cool. And originally it had a 305.
305 with a 2-barrel, and pretty typical for the era.
Yeah.
I believe those were about 150 horsepower engines.
Not something that leads it to be like a desirable horsepower monster, but
not at all. But at least it was a small block Chevy, so that means we could put, in this case, the Vortec 350 in it with TrickFlow's top end kit on it. Big block Chevy will go in, just as well. So, but this is great because this should be about 400 horsepower now. There we go. Which is my son's better at math than me, but he was telling me how much more horsepower that is than 150, and it'll be a good drive back. So basically the twist I wanted to add too, aside from the father-son kind of a thing, is that we can stop at various parts manufacturers along the way, and maybe either get some ideas for what to do with the car in the future, or if they've got the time and the resources, put a set of springs and shocks in the Malibu, or change the wheels and tires.
Yeah, because you're going to AFCO next, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go to AFCO. And they make a bunch of parts for, so springs, shocks, coilovers, radiators, headers, so I can see if they're willing to...
see what parts are next and what they recommend for your G-body. Right.
We're going to plan kind of a day ahead or 2 days ahead, wherever we're at, and say, okay, who's along the way in the next 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours, and then what kind of stuff do we want to see?
Kind of weave your way across America. Yeah. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Now, what's the plan once it gets back to California? What do you plan to do with the car?
Well, I'd like to keep it more of a street machine. Okay. We have a G-body drag car that we're working on. It's a 1980 Olds Cutlass, and it's got a small block with probably about 11 to 1, 12 to 1. It's running low 12s right now, and it should be a lot faster because there's some mechanical issues. That car's been sitting forever, so we're sorting that thing out. But the point is we don't need another G-body drag car in the magazine. So what I'd like to do is kind of a budget, street machine, pro touring type thing. So just simple upgrades to make it handle and brake a little bit better. Start with factory components like the B-body spindles if those work on these cars, and then upgraded brakes and spring shocks, sway bars. Do a little bit of adjusting with balance and weight reduction, and maybe a manual transmission down the road.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So when can we look for some of this stuff that's going to come out in CarCraft?
In CarCraft. We'll be doing things online, not daily updates necessarily, but starting on our Facebook page, and then on hotroddeck.com/CarCraftMag, and there'll be some updates from the road.
Very cool.
And then probably I'm going to start planning this out for the February issue. Okay. Because actually I've got enough stuff for December and January already, so this will be looking about February.
February 2016, we'll be able to look for this car in CarCraft. Yes. So going to go ahead and include some links to their Facebook page, Twitter.
Yes, we have Twitter.
Twitter, as well as hotrod.com/CarCraft, so that way you can follow along with what's going on. And then if you have any other questions that you want John to answer, go ahead and leave some questions down below, and we'll make sure John sees those and answers your questions. Well, John, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for hanging out with us for a few minutes.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all the work you've done and helping me out.
Well, good luck on your road trip. You guys enjoy.
I appreciate it.
Take care.
Thank you.